What's up, ladies, gentlemen, and lowlifes? Welcome to this episode of the weekly Emo Brown podcast. Today, it's just me and Steve. It's the gruesome twosome. It's the episode you've all been waiting for, really. We're going to see if we can handle this ship all on our own. We got all the weekly updates. You get to find out what we've been up to, including headlines and Yahwehs. Here we go.
The answer is yes, BJ. The answer is always yes. As always, Emo Brown podcast is brought to you by the wonderful people listed down below. Big ups to the homie Tío Bobby from Tribal. Always big ups to the little homie El Compita Isaac from Silk Cloud. And of course, Microwave. Not too far behind is Liquid Death. And of course, rounding it all out is 3 Punk Ales. It's time to knock on some doors and send some emails as we need more sponsors. Not new sponsors. More sponsors, bro. BJ, what's good?
Everything's good.
Let's just get into it.
Let's get right into it.
Let's just get into it. Actually, no, don't forget.
Check out this shot.
What do we got? Oh, look at us.
No more pictures of Steve's short shorts.
What are we wearing? Oh my God. We're out here wearing a little Desmadre print shirt. We'll get into that right now. Actually, let's talk a little bit about that. These are the 40-year anniversary for the homies of Culture Clash. Culture Clash, they came in. They came into the podcast. They did an interview. We released it this week. Perfect time, perfect opportunity for you guys to get caught up on some good stuff. So we have the Culture Clash video for you to catch up on. We have the Nora Vargas video for you to catch up on. All things that are available for you now. Spotify, YouTube. Subscribe to YouTube. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube, subscribe, sign up, download, do all of the things. I like the way that one's moving.
Click the bell, smash that like button.
Do it all,
as
man.
the kids say.
You know, leave a comment. Share your thoughts and your feelings about the episode that you just saw on YouTube. All of them are available now, bro. Subscribe to all of the things.
That's really what I'd like to see more of. I want to see more comments, and you can leave comments on some of the Spotify videos I've seen. I know, like the Joe Rogan podcast gets comments on Spotify. I don't know if we do yet, but
I don't know. I never look. That's a thing. We're cleaning a lot of it up. You know, since we're doing a little housekeeping right now, and we'll get back to this Madre and the Culture Clash and everything. A lot of things happening. The big homie Hexus has set up the website all over again. We will be dropping our newsletter finally, BJ. I think I'm going to tap into you so you can have a little section to contribute on our weekly newsletter.
I'd love to let people know what I'm thinking.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, you're an interesting fellow, especially when you drink. You don't shut the fuck up when you drink, dog. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. You talk a lot more when you're
drinking and writing with BJ Disbera.
Why not?
Let's do it.
That's the move. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. We're going to send the link out for you guys to subscribe to the weekly newsletter. We're going to look at dropping that newsletter every Monday. Monday, as soon as you wake up, it's going to be there in your inbox. So make sure you guys go into the website, emobrown.com, click the link, subscribe to the newsletter. It's absolutely free. You'll get an insight, a deeper cut on everything we do, brought to you by the editor-in-chief, El Compa Hexes.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, too. The website...
Wrong. Sorry.
We need that button. The website will soon be replacing Discord.
Correct. So, yeah, he's also working on that. We've been a little distant from Discord only because we're trying to figure out how to implement this new chat for the members. Members. I just told you. Come on in. We had a visitor today. We had a visitor that cruised through today, stopped by, picked up all of his goods. He got his card. He got like his shirt. He got a couple other extra knickknacks. Ladies and gentlemen, the world famous Perico Brown joined us in the studio. Everybody always asks about Perico Brown. Learned a lot of things about Perico Brown. Perico Brown is just a nickname, apparently, as he doesn't drink. He doesn't do any illicit things.
Doesn't even know what Perico is.
No, he's a wholesome young fellow who works at UPS, strictly driven by adrenaline and his will to live. Perico Brown, dog.
Are we his bad influences?
We might be his bad influences.
We tried to get him a drink, but
that fucker is a menace at UPS, though.
Yeah.
That young man right there is a goddamn menace at UPS.
One of my number one hecklers.
Is he really?
Yeah, I always catch him looking at me and talking shit. I love it. Keep it coming.
So what? That's what we got going on. Catch up on the videos. Go to emobrown.com. Subscribe to the newsletter. That's going to be coming out this week on Monday, following Monday. My area, my little segment, it's going to be called the Shamps Corner, okay. Where I give you deep cuts on gambling. Nice. Some of the dumbass quotes that I think I created a couple of quotes, dog. Here's the one.
Gambling is awesome.
That's not a quote. That's a lifestyle.
That's a fact.
One of the quotes I created was, if you're not full of yourself, you're fooling yourself. I think that's a great one. Let's decipher it. Let's break it down. Let's talk about it, dog. Those are all things that are going to be coming your way. I know Gus is going to have something on there probably about jiu-jitsu and thumbs in your butt. I know we'll have something with Caesar. We'll have something with Aisha. We might even have some guest writers come in. Why? Because I'm really interested in learning how to write. I really want to get into the creative writing component. I tapped into Jim Rulin, the Vermin. He's going to be helping out. Bunch of things going on. That's what I want to really focus on.
Now I got to come up with a fun name for my section.
Yeah.
Bitchin' with Barry.
Okay. Back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Back to the drawing board.
It's the first swing, all right?
Absolutely. Tuesday, 3 Punk Ales. Let's get it. You know, Tuesdays we do a lot of cool shit at the brewery. Specifically, we'll be doing our trivia coming back to the brewery. So Taco Tuesday and trivia, 7 p.m. Tuesdays, Chula Vista, 3 Punk Ales on 3rd Avenue. Not to be outdone and left behind. Little Italy.
Little Italy.
Come bring your vinyl. And we're still waiting for Josh Kemble from Dogwood to bring his vinyl so we can bring it to Turntable Tuesdays at 3 Punk Ales, Little Italy. I like that shit. Sign-ups from 5 to 10, 30 minutes. No scratching, all vinyl. Share your records with us every Tuesday. That's 3 Punk Ales. Now, a little bit of Elwood. Do we have anything for the Elwood?
Show me an image.
You don't have an image?
No.
Pff, lame.
Go
to the Elwood. Best old fashions. I've been visiting Megan. Megan is in there every time I've gone in there to have my old fashioned. She absolutely murders it with her old fashioned. So go on in there, pay our people a visit. Things are getting crazy from Saturday nights with Miguel and Chris to freaking Mondays with Megan, doing the thing, Wednesdays with Damar. Cruise on out. Visit us at the Elwood. Things are always popping. BJ, what you got coming up?
My week is kind of slow this week, so maybe you'll catch me at the Elwood playing some beer pong on Wednesday. That's every Wednesday, right?
Breaking news. No. We had to pull the plug on that. No mas. I think we necessarily didn't pull the plug. Maybe we just put it on ice. We're going to freeze it a little bit.
I like my beer pong without ice, thank you.
There it is. So, yeah, I mean, just cruise through. I feel a lot of people haven't gone to the Elwood yet to kind of fully submerge themselves in what a dive bar experience is. We have a couple of killer dive bars on the block, you know?
Yeah.
So cruise through. BJ, let's get into it, homie.
Let's get it.
Let's get into Yahwehs of the week, bro. What you got for me?
Yahwehs of the week. All right. Well, my Yahweh of the week is a worldwide Yahweh of the week.
Uh-oh.
But first, we got to hit him with this.
Yahweh of the week, bro. Brought to you by... Do we have somebody that's bringing this by?
Not yet.
All right, we'll get on that. We'll get it.
All right. My Yahweh of the week comes to you from Ground News. I don't know if you guys are followers. I usually bring my news stories from them because they seem to, keep things fairly central. And if they don't, they'll tell you whether it's left or right. But this one is right down the middle. This is Russia fines Google. What is this number? $2.5 decillion. Decillion. I've never even heard of that number, but that's $2.5 trillion dollars. Which is more money than exists in the entire world.
So what are they trying to do? What's the point here?
Russia was upset that Google was, I guess, for the last few years since 2022, they cut out like ad services there. So you could still get things like Google Search and YouTube and all the things that they like the free services that Google offers, but they weren't able to make any ad revenues or whatever. So they've been finding them and it like doubles every week or something. So that's how it got to this crazy number because since 2022, they've just been collecting the fine, doubling it, collecting it.
Why not just remove Google from Russia? Don't give anybody access in Russia to Google, and that pretty much solves that issue right there.
I'm not sure. I think there's some sketchiness afoot. Somebody's trying to make some money, but I don't know. They're definitely not going to get that money. The money doesn't exist. And if you read into the article, it even brings it up that like Google is worth more than the GDP of Russia or something. So
really?
Yeah, it's like good luck getting that money. But
imagine Google buying Russia. Just saying, it's not for sale. Oh, my friend, I beg to differ. I will be buying Russia.
I'm just more pissed off that Russia's been getting ad-free YouTube for like free for
Why? What?
4 years.
I gotta pay like $20 a month for that.
Yeah, exactly. All you gotta do is be Russian, and you get no ads.
I'm in no rush, homie. I'll never be Russian.
I see what you did there.
Let's keep it political.
Let's keep it political.
My Yahweh is it's election time. It's time. It's here. I have political fatigue, election fatigue, but that's my fault.
Always.
It's my fault because I surround myself by every podcast from all sides because I'm not right, I'm not left, I'm in the center, and I just I go back and forth on whatever's out there. So I listen to a bunch of podcasts, I read a bunch of articles, I'm subscribed to freaking Washington Post, like the New York Times, Ben Shapiro's, newsletter. I like Voice of San Diego because it's all local stuff. So I immerse myself in all of these things that are going on because I think it's important. And it's important that we stay abreast of what is going on. But I do have a little bit of that election time fatigue, which it's a real thing.
And
It's a
even if
real
you
thing.
weren't searching all that stuff, like it's still going to recommend it to you.
Oh,
So the fact
bro.
that you are searching that stuff or have it in your rotation, like it's just going to keep feeding you more shit. And it's going to try to piss you off more because that's how they get the attention.
Tomorrow is election day, so it all comes to a halt, at least locally, because I don't think anyone's really gonna battle and say, "Hey, no, I want to make sure that we have a recount of this," or "I'm gonna petition that we look a little thoroughly into this." I think locally, it's all over tomorrow. So up for grabs tomorrow is San Diego mayor. You know, that seems the big homie Larry Turner, the other homie El Pichi Todd Gloria. So I mean, that's gonna be interesting to watch. The other one that we're gonna be looking at, because there's our compas, you know, El Cesar Fernandez battling, Michael Insunza battling. We have Nora Vargas battling. We have everybody here that we know, and that's weird. We're not a political podcast, but just by victim of default of people coming in and hanging out with us, that's what it turned into. So now I feel like I'm heavily vested in this. Actually, matter of fact, you come in tomorrow to the brewery, and you come in with your I voted sticker on Tuesday, election day. Come in tomorrow. I'll get you a $5 pint, bro. You want a $5
That's
pint?
American service
You
right
come on in, you make it happen. You know what? Same goes for the Elwood. You want to go to the Elwood? Bring in your I voted today, and you'll get happy hour pricing all day. Why? Why not? Got to reward ourselves for this. This is a crazy time.
I guess I should vote then.
You haven't voted yet.
I haven't voted yet.
But is it filled out?
No,
Tampoco, güey.
I'm going to do it today. I got time. I'm a last minute kind of guy.
Yeah, I mean, we did it last week. I don't know why. We went for a walk. We took Stouty Boy out for a walk, and Wifey and I had our ballots. We're like, fuck, let's just turn it in here.
I'm just going to copy Fernanda anyway.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Wifey and I were like, we were secretive about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like on the.
Do you think you would argue? Like if you guys should do it secretly and then show each other and
on
have
the
a big
props,
fight.
on the propositions, we went back and forth like, okay, this is what I think of this one. Okay, well, this is what I think. All right, we're nerds. We never were. We always were, but never with politics.
Now you've dialed it in.
No, we're big time nerds. So we're like, oh, what about this? What about that? What about that? Oh, yeah. But when it came to like actually voting and everything, like people,
Yeah, like blue tape over your president's
we didn't
spot.
say anything. We're like, who'd you vote for? And we were like this, and then she was like, all right, cool. We still love each other. So yeah, I mean that's kind of exciting. I'm excited. Not everyone is excited. Some people are scared tomorrow.
I'm a little scared.
Why? What is it that gives you intrepidation?
Everybody can't handle the smallest of things anymore. Like it seems like anything that happens becomes a fucking big ordeal.
A big to-do.
The Dodgers celebration, for example.
Hey,
Like,
fool, that is not a Yahweh of mine. But come on.
that's a Yahweh of everybody's. But that's like, I don't care who it is.
You can't
The
tell
Padres could have won, and that probably would have happened here.
It'll probably happen here.
So like, it's people.
You
can't
gotta
handle
act like you've been there before, and they definitely have been there before. This is their 8th title, 7th, because I still feel that the 2020 gets a little asterisk. But act like you've been there, bro.
Yeah.
You can't win on the world stage and then all of a sudden ruin your city.
I feel like the pandemic events and all the things that happened during then, like, really changed how people react to shit.
You're right, though, fool. If that shit happens here in San Diego, I know for a fact I'm wilding out. I'm not burning shit. I'm not graffitiing shit.
Tagging UPS trucks.
I'm not tagging UPS trucks. I'm not holding an M80 in my hand and lighting it on fire. Damn, dog. Did you see that?
You showed me that.
Did you see it?
I synced it.
The whole thing?
Oh, yeah.
2 angles?
Yeah.
2 different angles.
We looked several times together.
I don't think you should show it, but let's go ahead and go over it.
I mean, I've shown worse on this show.
There's a dude from LA who was lighting some sort of firework. I don't know what it was, but it must be potent. Hella potent. Because it blew my dude's hand completely off.
An M80, for listeners out there, is a quarter stick of dynamite.
It's probably what it was, bro. I remember having M80s when we were little and we were in Mexicali visiting family. And, you know, cohetes, fireworks, absolutely legal. No fucks given. And then when we would visit my nana and my tata at their compound, we would go buy fireworks, cohetes, real quick. That was like one of the first things we would do. Like, go buy fireworks. My tata would take me. He would have a couple of his caguamas, and we turned them into the corner store, turn those bottles, empty bottles, into filled bottles of caguama juice, some beers. And while we were there, he's like, mijo, do you want some cohetes? I said, fuck yeah, I want some cohetes.
And then you got to use the bottle for the bottle rockets.
That's right, dog. It was all cyclical. Everything is used here, all right, from farm to table. And then we just kind of lit those things, and I gained a respect for what a firework was.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I knew not to hold it in my hand and fucking hold it in my hand too long, which is what this dude did. My guy from LA had a massive firework, apparently. And I guess the wick was really little because he lit that thing. And as soon as he lit it, kaboom, that hand went off. And the video was gnarly. There's two angles of the video. I saw both. The second angle, gnarly, dog. Gnarly. If you
want it, we'll send it.
Yeah, if you want it, I'll post it up there. But my guy, he won't be throwing out the first pitch anytime soon at fucking
Or he
Chavez
will, and it'll just
Ravine,
be a
dude.
curveball.
Poor guy. Unless he's left-handed. That hand was... And I showed it to the kids. And I told the wife, I said, hey, this is a learning experience. Our kids are little. This is a learning moment for them. I feel bad for the guy who did it, but he's an adult. He took matters into his own hands. So he knew what he was doing, obviously. I wanted to show the kids, and I said, here you go, boys. This is why we don't play with fireworks. This is an adult, and he's playing with fireworks, and now he can't clap. So let's, and that hand was nasty. The kids were like, oh my God, man, that's gross. That's gross.
Sometimes you got to show them the gross shit so they learn, though.
All of those things, bro. This is just a crazy time right now.
Yeah.
When the Padres win, because we will win a World Series, and everybody's going to hate us because we're probably going to take it to the next level. But please, everybody, party reasonably.
Responsibly. I just don't think that ever is going to happen again. I think once Pandora's out of the box, she does not go back in. I think it's just like the whole world right now, if they celebrate something, it's just going to be chaos. So maybe we need to like not celebrate so hard.
Man, I watched.
But bringing it back, weaving back to the election
the weave. Get it, dog.
I feel like January 6th last year was like
a precursor.
The last time was just like, yeah, it's a taste of what could happen. Like,
appetizer.
No matter who wins, no matter what happens, somebody's going to be upset enough to go do some dumb shit. So
there are no winners.
Maybe stay inside the day of and after election day.
I know we've gotten invites to go hang out. And watch the events unravel themselves and present themselves as the winners and everything. Now, upon further review, I'm staying the fuck home.
With my fireworks.
Dude, I'm wearing a glove. I'm staying home. I don't like going, I don't like going out anywhere, period. Like, I don't like going out anywhere. I like just hanging out at home. I like taking care of the shit that I need to take care of. If I'm at the brewery, I'm at the brewery. I take care of that. If I'm going to the outlet, I go to the outlet. I take care of that. If we're doing this here, we're doing this here. And this is the most talking we do. This is the most talking I do, aside from being at UPS or fucking here. Like, I talk a lot of shit at UPS because I feel like that's where we get a lot of our material. We talk a lot of shit that we try a lot of things on.
Workshopping.
Yeah. They have no choice.
We're a captive audience.
We're going to talk shit whether they like it or not. And when I get home, I'm burnt out, dog. Like, I am legit burnt out. Like, I don't want to watch TV. I don't want to do too much. But now I feel like, okay, let's get through this election. Let's make sure nobody fucking acts the fool, which is going to be a hard ask, a tall task. I watched The Purge. Not Election Day. The first one.
OG Purge.
The OG Purge. Never watched it. The one with the dude from Training Day. What's his name? Ethan Hawke. With Ethan Hawke, bro. Not the greatest movie.
It's entertaining.
But a powerful message and very entertaining. What the fuck would we do if our government allowed us to have one purge day? That was a creepy fucking premise, dude.
I'd probably be one of those people that just like battens down my house and just protects my family. I would not go out and participate in the purge. Would you go out and do some criminal shit?
No.
I do that shit for fun anyway.
And if I did, I won't tell nobody. I'll go in a mask or some shit.
Well, that's the whole, like, they all had their little masks and their little sect gangs and
that
stuff
was crazy,
like that.
bro.
Like, yeah.
That little kid, he gave me anxiety. The little kid who decided to let the homeless dude in. Like, what the fuck are you doing,
Why
dog?
would you do that?
Everyone, your dad died because of you. Unreal. So my kids, don't open the door to anybody. Don't ever open the door to anybody. Just we lock the doors.
We have ring cams now.
Yeah, they had every possible technologically advanced camera, alarm system, everything, and they still got fucked up. Great movie. I want to watch more of it.
Genuinely creeped me out when it first came out. I remember just like the premise of it is just like people could buy onto that real quick. Like when that movie first came out, a lot of people were like, "That's a good idea."
Are we too far off?
Why would you do that?
Realistically, are we far off from that?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I watched Civil War.
Your team
too.
wins any sporting event, and it's Purge Light.
I watched Civil War.
What do you think?
We're American.
Because I told you my review.
What kind of American are you?
Yeah,
we're at that point right now. What kind of American are you? Are you a right winger conservative? Are you a leftist liberal?
Do you like Pennywise or NoFX?
Yeah. You can't like them both. Yeah, you can, dog.
Yeah, they like each other.
You can. They do. Even Rancid and fucking NoFX like each other. They all like it. Tim Armstrong, they all got along. I saw a video. They were all together, shaking hands, singing We're the Bruise. Don't believe everything you read. I seen it with my own eyes.
Yep.
But we are not far off from the Purge mentality. We are not far off from Civil War. Yes, these are all fictional movies and, like shock value, and they're just kind of like tugging and pressing on our emotions about what's currently going on in the current climate of things. But hey, dude, that's some shit that could actually happen.
For
the
sure.
Civil War one, like, it didn't leave much room for the imagination. The president was fucking Donald Trump. The president that they showed on there was legitimately Donald Trump. and he holed himself at the White House, and he had his like detail of people that protected him, and then he had people on the right side who were like fighting for what they wanted. They had people on the left side fighting for what they wanted. The journalists. It was a cool movie. I like again, not the greatest movie.
I expected it to freak me out more.
Yeah?
Like I expected it to be like more action-y of like this side versus this side, but it was more just like I'm a photographer.
I feel like it was the journalistic approach to what currently is. Again, it's pretty fucking awesome.
It's an easy watch, but it was just I felt more desired.
Speaking of which, we will be bringing in Voice of San Diego's South County representation, Jim Hinch.
Hey,
he takes care of the South Bay now for Voice of San Diego, and with Andrea Lopez approval and permission, she's going to allow this young man to come in, sit down with us, and talk to us about what it is he does now for Voice of San Diego. Obviously, he's here to cover the South County, which includes us, amongst other communities near us. But what exactly is he looking for? Is it politics? Is it breaking news? So my goal with this, my goal with this segment moving forward is maybe have him come in monthly and give us an update. Hey, what are you working on? What's going on? What are the stories that we should keep an eye on? What are current politics that will be affecting small businesses, families? What should we be keeping an eye on or paying close attention to? Shit like that. So keep an eye on that. I kind of like that. I feel like collaborating with Voice of San Diego is only a positive. There is no downfall or negativity with that. They're very well loved and appreciated in our community. They are the only journalists I know. You know, I don't know many journalists, but these guys seem to get down. Hex is always telling me to reach out to La Prensa and these. I don't know these people. I don't know anybody, dog.
I know Star News. That's about it.
Are they still a thing?
Don't they have a building on 3rd Avenue?
They do, but I don't know who goes there.
I walk by it every time I go to Balboa. I'm like, Star News.
There's a homeless dude that lives in the front of there, so I don't know exactly how active.
Can't be that
Star
homeless if
News,
he has a spot.
There are no more truth spoken about that. Sir, election day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Get on it. I hope you vote.
I'll do it today.
Get it done.
I'll tell you this, though. I'm probably not voting for a president.
No?
I'm going to put that out there.
Yeah.
But I did tell you this, too. I'm going to pull a fucking Steve Dodgers move.
Oh, what are you going to do?
I'm going to put money on the presidency.
That's still a thing, dude. But
the thing is still pretty 50-50 from what I've seen.
It wasn't. So it was Donald Trump by a long shot for a little bit. And for some reason, it's drawing back. It's drawing back to even money. But if you watch the polls, here's the thing, dude. One of the good things about me watching, listening, reading all about politics and things that are going on is that I get an opportunity to really listen to all of this poll breakdown. There's polls that say Trump is ahead, unstoppable. There's polls that say Kamala Harris is winning. There is no way she's going to lose. There's polls saying that they're neck and neck. Basically, throw all that shit out the window, dude, because who knows? Nobody knows.
Do you know anybody that's ever been polled, though? Have you ever been polled? Have they ever called you? That's what I'm saying. Like, where are these numbers coming from?
Oh.
Yeah, we do the polling. We get to the important subjects, like, should you wear pajamas to Costco?
Do you enjoy gambling?
But yeah, I don't know. The people who take polls, like, they're probably just like calling senior homes or something.
Word on the street is that you take a poll very nicely.
Yeah.
My bad.
If you're going to do something, never half-ass it.
Never half-ass it. So yeah, those are the Yahwehs of this week. Keep an eye on that. I hope nothing goes on, bro. I hope nothing goes on. A part of me hopes nothing goes on. Part of me says, fuck it. Si va a tronar, que truene. Like,
I hope it happens far enough away that I could watch it on Snapchat and feel safe.
Yeah? Take it back to COVID days?
Yeah. We were watching all that shit from the hospital when Pete was born. I downloaded Snapchat just to watch the world fucking go crazy.
And the world is already going crazy.
It did. And if, like, okay, you want to go back to the scary movie stuff.
Shit, here we go.
The Civil War movie was, the premise is believable. But if you really want to be terrified by a movie, you got to go to 2023's Leave the World Behind. We talk about this movie all the fucking time.
Oh, yeah. This is under the Obama's production company.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's what made it even more scary to me, was because a former president sat down and said, this is a message that I should share. It's a book. It was already written. He didn't write this movie. But he was like, this is a message that we should get out there. And the things that happen in the movie, the way they happen in the movie.
He had the power to influence what direction the movie went.
Like, just the fact that they, like, hacked Teslas and, like, everything that they did. It was so spot on and believable that I was like,
how much shit do you think really goes on close to what has happened in that book? Like, how much do you think, how close have we gone to utter chaos in our country that we are not privy to? Information that they hold close to their breast because they don't want to let anyone else know in the community. Because obviously, chaos ensues if we release a little too much. Imagine if somebody said, hey, dude, aliens fucking exist, dude, and they're here, and blah, 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 blah.
Tom DeLonge did 1 million years ago. They wrote a song.
There it is. But what if You know, like a president says, guys, al Chile. We have aliens who live here on the planet, and they're docile.
That's why we don't explore the oceans.
Antarctica. Take it easy, Eddie Bravo. Look at you.
That was
Pinchy flat
UFO
earther.
guy
Look at
thing.
you. Are you a flat earther?
No. The world is round.
We need to get a conspiracy theorist in here. Just to sit down. I'm not to mock
Let's
them.
bring Ramos back.
Not to mock them. Simply just to listen, hear them out, and maybe I could be convinced of shit. I'm kind of ignorant, dog. I'm kind of a fucking ignorant dude.
Well, you want a conspiracy. We are like one grid attack, which could happen. And it has sort of happened. They've had like soft attacks on our grid. They take out the power grid, we're fucked.
For how long?
Until they can get it back. But if they take it down permanently, nationwide blackout.
Tell me about this power
How
grid.
long do you think people will like go without electricity before it's a Dodger celebration?
Who's going to protect us from this? Who's going to protect the power grid? Who's in charge of that?
That's an old system. That's what they
Yeah.
say is like it's very vulnerable. Like instead of
There's no backup?
spending any time beefing it up or backing it up, like they could spend the money to make backups and do things. They're spending it other ways. I won't get into that. But yeah, so the grid is just like one thing that could go down. And that movie, the Leave the World Behind movie, does it beautifully where they blacked out everybody's cell phones. No communication unless it's like person to person. I don't like talking to people already.
Ugh. I'm so glad it's all coming over soon. It's all going to end.
I hope it happens quickly.
Elections and campaigning and all of that.
Oh,
and
you mean the election? Okay.
Yeah, the conspiracy theories are
I
going to
thought
be
you
around.
meant everything. I was like, let's
Conspiracy
just
theories
do
are
it.
going to be around for a while, dog. I mean, I'm married to a young lady who was very much on the Y2K train, on the 2012 train, you
She
know?
knows about the ocean aliens then?
And and she has
Pyramids? Come on.
She has brought me over to the dark side. Her and my dad.
It makes life more interesting.
It does, because it's a reality, bro. It was real. I was reading an article the other day that came out that's underneath the Pacific Rim. If you dig all the way down, you go all the way down to the ocean floor. They found a yellow brick road, and I was like, "What the shit?" There's just a bunch of weird things now, bro. And I feel like
Lollipop Guild down there?
yeah, like nothing could surprise me at this point. Yeah. Nothing could surprise me at this point. Ugh. The one thing I do like about the elections is all of the politicians that jump on podcasts. Joe Rogan killed it, dog. Joe Rogan had, and I'm not, like I say, I listen to Joe Rogan based on who he's bringing on.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool. You're bringing this dude on. Oh, you're bringing that lady on. You're bringing this fucking comedian on, this writer, this author. Like, all right, cool. I listen to that. And he got Donald Trump, J.D. Vance,
And whoever the last guy was.
Federline, the governor.
Kevin Federline? He got Britney Spears' husband?
The governor for Pennsylvania. So I'm like, oh, okay, you're making politics kind of cool to, you know, wrap my brain around.
It makes it easier to see them as, I mean, maybe the person that they're presenting.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, because when you get them in the snippets and you get them in the interviews, you don't
They
get
make them human, bro. And
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Like seeing Trump on the Joe Rogan podcast and the Flagrant podcast,
Yeah.
like, I'm not saying I like the guy.
but they humanized him.
It makes him seem less like a fucking tyrant, evil guy that they try to spit him out as. It's
He
like,
is,
oh.
bro.
I mean, he definitely is.
But-
they all are. If you want that kind of position, you want that power.
I
what
posted
kind of person are you?
something on the stories on Instagram on our old social media.
Oh.
And it was something like, fuck, I'm not voting for any of these guys. And I got some pushback. I'm like, dog, I mean, let's be real. Why should I vote for the one I hate the least?
We live in California. It doesn't matter anyway.
It doesn't matter. Our presidential, that's why.
You vote for the propositions.
Our presidential vote is null and void. This state is already, electoral-wise, as the college electoral has chosen who's going to be our president-elect from here. You know, like, and it's going to be always blue. California stays blue.
Yeah.
You know, so we'll see it. But it's weird because San Diego
Well, wasn't
was
it red for like a little bit when Arnold Schwarzenegger was
San
our
Diego
governor?
was red.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of
There's a lot of red spots.
a lot of
in
Southern
blue sea.
California has a lot of red in it.
That's what
dude.
confuses me. This is going to show my political ignorance here, but like the Electoral College doesn't seem like something that should exist anymore because that was invented a long time ago to have more representation across, you know, everywhere. But now we have the internet. We have systems in place that we're like one person, one vote, easy peasy. Why don't we just do that?
Dude, and it's crazy because I listen to NPR too, right? Like my favorite.
Oh, way to drop some smart dick.
Yeah, my favorite early morning podcast that I'll listen to at work is The Daily as well as Up First, you know? And then in order to offset that liberal left-leaning political view, I also listen to fucking Ben Shapiro, which is way right. Way right, dog. Way conservative. But then I feel like happiness is somewhere in the middle of that.
I like when he read the words to WAP.
Yeah, dude.
Wet ass P word.
He's a funny guy. He has this on social media. I've been catching him. it's a debate against him, and it's like 12 people against Ben Shapiro, and like they're all vying for an opportunity to go in there for like a minute or 2 minutes and just kind of like attack him on his views, on his positions, and make him question, well, oh, maybe you're right, like whatever. And it's pretty entertaining. I think I'm becoming a political nerd.
He seems like an exhausting person to me.
Yeah.
I would not want to get trapped in an elevator with him. Like, you get stuck in an elevator for a few hours when the grid goes down.
Apparently, so he has a media station. I forget what it's called. It's probably whatever, Ben Shapiro Media, let's call it. But his media station owns the rights to a movie called Am I Racist? And,
yes.
Yeah. And I've been wanting to watch
it's the
that.
Daily Wire?
Is that what it is? Something, maybe. Yeah. So he owns the rights to show that, to stream that for now. It may not be forever. So the only way you can watch that movie, Am I Racist, is by subscribing to what he does. Low key, I kind of want to subscribe because I kind of want to watch that movie.
Let's do a viewing night.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch that movie, dude. Am I racist? And then
If you have to ask that question,
well,
yes.
yeah, obviously, bro. And I think it's straight up satire, and it's just I think it's putting white people in crazy cringe positions, and you would love it. Last time I checked, you're white.
and I live in the cringe, would you say, situations,
Vote,
positions?
do your thing. Let's get this election over with. Let's move on with
Please.
our lives, and
Yeah.
hopefully it goes smooth sailing after that. Let's get into something good, Barry. Give me
Please.
algo bueno for the week, dog.
Algo bueno. Well, this week, my algo bueno was yesterday. We had a little date night, you and I. I don't know if you want to call it that, but we went to see our buddies, the Culture Clash.
Ladies and gentlemen, Culture Clash. Absolutely, bro. Again, make sure you guys go listen to that on YouTube, watch it on YouTube, subscribe to YouTube. It was an excellent interview, excellent show. Not necessarily because I did it, more so because of how transparent and how real they were with us. Our conversation was fluid. We had a good time. I asked, they answered. They asked, I answered. We were there yesterday. 40th anniversary, there's Madre. That means chaos. November 3rd, 7:30 p.m. I hope you were there. A lot of people were.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people we know. There was a lot of Emo Brown love yesterday.
That's what blew my mind. That's why it's my algo bueno. Is like we were sitting there at the end, and it just like kept coming up, like Emo Brown, Emo Brown. Then they showed an image, Emo Brown. I was
Isn't
like,
that crazy?
what?
That's
cool.
crazy, dude.
That's
It's like this little thing of ours that we've done here got so much shine yesterday, but that does not compare to how awesome the trio of talent was yesterday. And I think that might have been my first theatrical, like comedic theatrical troupe performance that I was there to watch. I've been to plays. I've been to a theater off Broadway. I believe it was called Prom or something. We went a couple years ago with my sister, her husband, and wifey. It was cool. But this was awesome. I like Balboa Theater, for one. I like the way it's all set up. I like the seating. It's very old school. I learned yesterday it's over 100 years old. How amazing is that? You are a thespian. You were a theater nerd growing up.
That's correct.
How is this all about? How do you enjoy these moments?
For me, it's somewhat difficult to watch live theater because I sit there and I do what I've always done is I take notes in my head and I'm trying to like pick apart like, oh, what was that? What was this? That. But this one I really just tried to disconnect and like enjoy the show, and it was good.
It helped that you were drunk, BJ.
It was not.
Drunk-ish.
That's nothing new.
It was a good time. Congratulations to the Compitas Three-Headed Monster Culture Clash on 40th anniversary.
Their performances were great.
Yeah.
They did great.
Yeah.
And the fact that they took their 40th anniversary celebration and took it to the people around them, like that was just a shine fest. Like they did a lot of performing, but then like they would break it and then be like, but we got to talk about so-and-so. We got to talk about this, that, this. Fucking Dickie Island's got a lot of love.
Dickie Island's got some love, and why wouldn't he? He came together with the homie Chicle, and they scrumdiddlyumptious ratatouille you a shirt design. The shirt design is right there. Desmadre Culture Clash 40th anniversary. You see the three gentlemen up there. I'm going to assume it's going to be Richard Montoya leading the charge.
That is correct.
Then it's Rick Salinas number 2.
That is correct.
And then it's also the big homie Herbert in the back, dog, handling it. All of them are super talented. They get down. They do their thing.
And we're wearing it right now.
I'm rocking it, dog. I might fucking wear it for a long time. It's going to be mine for a minute. They gave us the opportunity, the foundation, to sell this shirt there. We made 100. Chicle. Motherfuckers said we, homie. Chicle and Islas made 150 shirts, if I'm not mistaken. They sold pretty much all of them. And whatever was not sold, Richard Montoya picked up the tab and bought it. All of that money being donated straight to the foundation. Dude, we made over 4 racks. That's a killing, dog. That was awesome.
We keep the lights on.
Culture Clash, thank you very much for the opportunity to do that. Thank you very much for taking us under your wing over the last week and a half, 2 weeks. I've learned a lot from them, especially Richard. Richard has been in my ear, kind of just either sending me messages or yesterday pulling me aside and just kind of talking me up, giving me pep talks, bro. Just kind of like highlighting how important it is what we're doing. We're just saying dick and fart jokes, bro. But I guess somewhere along the line, we stumble over some important topics and we shed light. That he's just very happy that we're giving people that look like us, mostly me, BJ, respectfully, a platform and an opportunity to come on and share their projects, their visions, their dreams, their aspirations, how they got to where they got. Prominent people, you know, county supervisors, mayors, potential mayors, business owners, doctors, educators, musicians,
better than the usual criminals we usually interview.
Actors. We've had them all on here. And he was just very happy. He's like, hey, bro, like you're legitimately, you've got a talent and it's awesome what you're doing and keep it up and blah, blah, blah. And this. And I was like, it makes me feel good. I like when people kind of like single us out and tell us that we're doing something honorable. And I think, you know, I think it is. I think
when
we're doing
the vision gets seen, you know, because the whole idea was do good in the hood and shine on people that need to shine. And that's what we do.
Our local love component, I think, is something that we'll always have every week. Every week. Next one coming up is going to be Romantics Coffee.
Ooh.
We had the homies from Romantics Coffee come in here, and we're going to release that one. If not today, probably on Wednesday. Next week, we also had Michael Gonzalez, owner, operator, entrepreneur of a barbershop here on 28th and Main in San Diego, right next to Nasco, called Crispy Cuts. Crispy Cuts went out and said, hey guys, we're big fans of what you're doing. We're big supporters of how you guys get down at Emo Brown. So they blessed us with a plethora, a lot of gift cards that we're being able to give away. And that each one is $35. So we will be able to give these out. We're going to go ahead and go onto our channel and do it there. We're going to reach out to the Discord and do it there. We're going to give our Emo Brown Social Club members first crack at getting an opportunity to get one of these gift certificates to go and get yourself a new cut. But if
get
you
the
don't,
barber experience.
Yeah, but if you don't get this, don't worry. Take your ass to AutoStop. Social Club members, make that card clack. Get $10 off all services that they offer, man. And you know what? Big ups to the homie Eddie. Look at the homie Eddie. Homie Eddie came through again. He blessed us with the new cards. So the new cards are here. New cards are here. We have people that are already coming in and picking them up. If I don't have an opportunity, I'm not going to lie. I deliver them to the people at UPS because I see them every day. And
but you also take them to the brewery.
I take them to the brewery. I work every Friday, doing my best to work Thursdays and Fridays, but kids' schedule is ridiculous. I'm there every Friday. I take them with me. I take shirts. I take things that are owed to you guys. Cruise in, pick them up. Every Monday, BJ and myself, we're here. Live out of town, unavailable, shoot us a DM. Hexus is really good about shipping things out. Is there something we haven't sent out for you? Send us a DM. Hexus is really good about, tying up loose strings and getting everything out. Bottom line, we're growing this thing, BJ. It's ridiculous. Like, our subscribers and memberships have gone up. We sold a lot of shirts yesterday. There's a lot of eyes on what we're doing now. And that's a double-edged sword.
Comes with both sides.
I don't like all the eyes. I don't like people looking at us. I don't like people, it's weird.
Especially sometimes you get crazy eyes.
I don't like it. It's weird for me. And it's cool because I saw the boys yesterday. I saw, the Culture Clash boys doing their thing, but I did see a little bit of overwhelm in their eyes. Like, because everybody's coming after them, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, bro, that can't be fun.
Well, the performance part is what you enjoy. That's the easy part. That's this. This is the best
turn
part.
it off.
But when people start really paying attention, then they want to be a part of it, or they just want to be around it, and that's when it gets a little overwhelming because you're like constantly being pulled in this many directions to talk to this person, take that picture, do this, that, which we haven't got to that level yet.
Yeah,
we're not on their level yet.
He's on my ear. He's in
my
my ear, and he's like, "Hey, dude, take this to Hollywood. Don't be scared. There's opportunity." I was like, "Nah, this is not the goal. That's not the mindset. This is the mindset. This is what we want to do. Like, and if something should happen organically through this, we'll take it." But we like this, but yeah, we are getting like pressure. Like, you should take it on a bigger scale. You should do this on a much larger platform. I was like,
I feel like people say that too, that they don't
DIY.
Quite understand what a podcast is. Because like the internet is our Hollywood. Like it's already out there and we're going to grow it as much as we can.
But think about how they started. Okay, they started as comedians, and then eventually they wrote a playwright, and eventually they started, doing their thing and going to theaters and performing. Then they got the opportunity to create their own show, their own variety show. They fucking killed it. That was a great show yesterday, bro.
Yep.
They showed highlights, snippets of the Culture Clash show that was on Fox. And if you search deep enough on YouTube, you'll find a majority of them on there. And it's just awesome to see because they broke a lot of talent on there, bro. There was a lot of talent. You had Cypress Hill from the beginning, like the early days. You had Pinchy
Mike Muir.
Suicidal tendencies. All he wanted was a Pepsi, just one Pepsi, and you didn't give it to him.
Instead, he was on Culture Clash.
There. Edward James Olmos, Mario Lopez. People that look like me and look like my kids and look like most of my homies, Sorry, BJ. You look more like
I look like the Henry Rollins guy.
Yeah, hey. They had a token white guy. The back of my mind while I was sitting was like, I have a token white guy. That is my guy. BJ is my white guy. And it's funny to watch their story just and just kind of like unfurl in front of our eyes because they were going over from day one to where they are now. Yeah. It's awesome. It was a beautiful thing. I'm happy we had our date night together, went out and did our thing. I'm appreciative.
I'm sure our wives love hearing us.
Oh, yeah. I'm appreciative of all the love that was given to us and all the opportunity that was given to us. Awesome meeting a bunch of people that follow either what we do and the social media component or listen to the podcast. There was a lot of people out there like giving us, I was like, hey, dog, hell yeah, big ups, keep killing it, do your thing, don't stop, yeah.
Big ups, Justin.
It was good. Yeah, bro, big ups, Jason. It was awesome, bro. It was a good time. So that is also my algo bueno for the week. It was a great time, dog. I want to do more of that.
You want to keep the good coming?
Yeah.
We could talk about First Friday because that was also a hit.
First Friday was just last Friday, bro.
We had some fun, didn't we?
First Friday was just last Friday.
You hung out.
I hung out
way
longer.
later than I thought you were going to.
So
proud of you.
The schedule that I have on Fridays is UPS, gym, come to work. And I'm at the brewery from like 11:45 usually to like 6:30. That's a normal fucking Friday for me. So you want to catch me and get your things for the social club, come in on a Friday. Let me know, shoot me a DM, and I'll make sure I'll bring what is needed and have it ready for you. This First Friday idea that we have, I'm there all day. I was there till like 10-ish, That's how spoiled people say 10 is. 10-ish, bro. And I enjoyed it because people hang out with us. They're there to have a good time with us. We're mingling. It turns into almost like a little network session. I want to bring happy hours back. We haven't done that in a while. I feel like we got to go to the Elwood and do a happy hour there. Maybe journey up to the Little Italy, do a happy hour there. I want to do the live stream on locations again. Like I feel like that is the component we got to get more consistent on. That will ultimately elevate what we're doing and keep it up there. But we're killing it.
Appearances. That's what we're
killing it. And this First Friday was awesome. Not everybody was there, but it was awesome. Most of us were there, and that's what I like. And
what I like about it is like you got enough people that are already members hanging out.
Yeah.
Showing why we do this.
For sure.
What it is.
Big ups, Maddie.
It's an easy chance to like introduce new people to what we do. I was talking to a bunch of people like every time I'd sell a beer, I'd be like, hey, are you a member? Do you know what being an Emo Brown member can get you? Do you know about the discount? Do you know about the foundation? Do you know about this, that? And like people hear about it and they go, oh shit, that actually sounds pretty cool. I'll go check it out. So hopefully we turn those into some subscriptions and signups. But
for sure.
Otherwise, it's just a good opportunity for people to learn what we're about.
Go on my Instagram, BJ.
Got it.
Go on my Instagram, find the picture of the 3 participants, volunteers that were selling merch for us yesterday.
Oh, not these ones.
No. Not those little monsters. We'll get to those monsters. But the other monsters, bro. Thank you very much, Maddie, for always being down for what we do, bro. Always, whether it's like helping out with the bike rides, helping out at events, generating awareness and new members, or volunteering to go to our events and sell merch. Look at those. Those 3 peeps were out there getting it done. Maddie, Aisha, and the compa Alfredo. That's my comedy show compa right there, dude. Anytime there's a comedy show, the homie Alfredo is the first guy I call. Like, yo, we're gonna go watch George Perez. You down? Yeah. We're gonna go watch Jesus. Yeah. We're gonna watch Concrete. Yeah. So he's always down, bro. He's always down. These are the people within the social club that help out and keep this thing of ours growing and moving in a positive direction, dog. So big ups. Thank you to those guys very much. Everything we're doing, obviously, is generating here for the community. That being said, Gratitude Ride, BJ.
Coming back.
Gratitude Ride never left. It's just here again.
Well, happening again.
Yeah, it's happening again.
That's
So
weird way
we're
to say it.
doing it, and we're doing it well, and it's going to be the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And I think that is the what day is that? The 30th? I think it's the November 30th. We're looking at teaming up, and I won't say too much yet, but we will be teaming up and collaborating with a couple of brands here in the area. We're going to do that, create our shirt, sell that shirt. Proceeds of all of that shirt are going to go towards the school that we decide to work with and helping them with their 6th grade camp again, running it forward, probably reaching out to some of the local businesses such as 7 Mile Casino. Probably reaching out to the homies at Full Circle, probably reaching out to the homies at Willie's Insurance. These are all businesses that are part of our network that we get an opportunity to tap into. We're going to tap into Balboa Burger. We're going to tap into Grindhouse, Dame Más Cafeína, like La Nacional. All of the people that offer us discounts for use of the social club card, we're going to tap into them, generate as much money as we can, get that money, put it in a nice little envelope, send it to a school that needs help with getting their 6th grade class into 6th grade camp. Boom. Box checked. Because that's what this is all about. I think it gets lost in the podcast and in the social media. People are like, what do you guys do? What's the foundation about that? Like just got either working on scholarships that we're giving out, which we've done an abundance of over the last few years, or getting kids to go to 6th grade camp who otherwise wouldn't have that experience.
That was so crazy to see last year.
Yes.
And then the little cards they wrote, everything afterwards. It was just.
We got him here.
It's so touching. I can't think of anything in my life, even as a kid, of hearing anybody step up to help out like that stuff. Like, it's crazy. Big ups to the foundation for that.
There it
More
is.
claps.
More claps.
claps.
Everybody get a clap.
It's like SDSU.
So
here.
yeah, brother, I'm saying good things coming, working hard, working together with the people, getting a lot of attention. And I feel like that attention, we can parlay that gambling term. We can parlay that attention into creating bigger networks, bigger eyes. Bigger eyes, more money potentially to donate to more schools and work together with them. And hopefully with some of the friends that we have that are running for local office, get in, we can make that easier. Like work with those guys and they see exactly what we're doing because they're members and be like, okay, let me help you guys with this. It's all good. Big love. But let's talk about algo más bueno. This week, my kids were up my ass about, Daddy, Fortnite has a new skin. I don't know what that means. So they sat down and they told me, Daddy, there's a new skin and it's Snoop Dogg. And I think they went that angle because they know wifey and I, we grew up on Snoop Dogg. We grew up on that shit.
Easy get.
So we were like, what? Really? Hit him with that video. Hit me with the duel and the video.
Oh.
Boom, there you are. Snoop Dogg is a skin on Fortnite.
This is nothing new, though.
All 3 of my boys were hyped on it. They had gift cards for like PlayStation, and they both all 3 of them traded them in. And
I
now,
will do all the chores for Snoop.
dude, now they have Snoop. They have Snoop. They have his songs. They have his guns or whatever
Snoop's
it is.
a big gamer, too.
Bro, yes. Not only is that.
He used to have like a Twitch channel. I don't know if he still does it, but he would stream video games. He'd play like Madden with like legendary rappers and just talk shit. Like, it was amazing.
Is
But
Snoop the biggest business dude ever? Like, because I feel like this motherfucker is involved in so many things. Allow me to present my case, BJ. Keep that on. I go, well, no, that's cool. I can still see it. Snoop has strategically built ownership positions in several consumer brands. They go as follows. Are you familiar with Casa Verde Capital? Casa Verde Capital is an investment firm that focuses on the cannabis industry, founded by Snoop Dogg in 2015. It doesn't stop there. Still GIN. That's right. They have their own RTD. What is an RTD? A ready-to-drink can. His is with the help of Dr. Dre, gin and juice in a can. I've had it. I own a couple of them at home. They're amazing.
simple, brilliant marketing.
The best, tapping into what he did. He created that, so let's fucking build off of that. Doesn't end there. Do you not like cocktails? What about wine? 19 Crimes, a wine collaboration. Cali Red,
drank that.
Cali Rosé, Cali Gold. I think you get the idea where he's going with this. 19 Crimes, Brodus Food, Mama Snoop brand, which has breakfast items like syrup, pancake mix, grits, oatmeal, and cereal. Bro,
He has a children's show.
Dog.
Yes.
Snoop Dogg's not making around, dog.
I saw an article too where I found out how much he charges for a feature.
Go ahead.
Hear about that?
Yeah.
So I guess if you want him to be on your song, $250,000. You want to be in your video, extra $250,000 for 1 hour of shooting.
Absolutely. Hey,
Which
you
is
know
what?
what?
So you better have everything lined up. You better have your director ready.
He paid the
plot.
cost to be the boss.
That's
He earned his right to name his price. You're not paying for that hour. You're paying for the decades of work and achievements that he has put under his belt to allow you the privilege of having him for an hour.
Yeah.
So you're paying for all the shit he's done in his past for you to sit in front of him and make a video with him for an hour. That's crazy, dog.
I wonder
But
how much
wait,
he charges for a Twitch appearance.
There's more, BJ. Have you heard of the Snooper Market? That's right, gang. Sell Snoop Dogg's branded apparel and merchandise, including shirts, hoodies, baby onesies, socks, limited edition vinyls. Snoop Doggy Dogs accessory line for pets.
And that's an easy one.
Jesus Christ, bro. Yeah, don't forget Death Row Records, Priority Records, Uncle Snoop's Snazzle O's, a line of cannabis-infused snacks launched in 2022. Dude, he earns like a total of $10 million in endorsement deals from Hot Pockets and Airbnb. And these are numbers from like a decade ago.
Mm-hmm.
So you know he's making more. Basically what I'm saying is, could he be the greatest businessman ever?
He was on Martha
Who was a
Stewart Living.
Who was a Crip?
Yeah.
Who walks up and down the streets in Long Beach?
He
And now,
sea-walked at the
shit,
Super
bro.
Bowl.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Good for him.
Yeah.
Those are people that I feel like they weren't put into that. They aren't nepo babies. Nepotism, just in case you don't know, is a phrase used. Like if your daddy was a councilman, then that means, oh, my son BJ, I would like you to become a councilman too, and they paved the way for you to become a councilman.
too many
You know,
scandals.
Snoop Dogg's not that guy.
No.
You know, he's self-made, did his thing, grew up in probably not the best of environments, dog.
LBC.
I feel like those are the kind of hood heroes that we need to be looking towards and kind of like, oh, I'm sure he has some shit on him. Who doesn't? I'm sure he's got some big shit on him. But you know what? Obviously, he's grown from that. Obviously, he's taking it to the next level from that. And that's just, I feel like that is an awesome role model to have. My kids use his skin on Fortnite, brother.
Yeah.
I have a skin. And mine is Cheech and Chong for
got
Call
one
of
of
Duty. Yeah, I got to download the new Call of Duty.
My favorite thing was Snoop Dogg. I don't know if it was his first video game thing, but originally Call of Duty Ghosts, before they were doing skins that you could buy, they had a package where you could change the announcer voice. So like when it says like match starting in 30 seconds or like triple kill, whatever, you could change that voice out to be Snoop Dogg.
Really?
And it was amazing because he was just fucking Snoop. I'm sure they gave him lines and he was like, nope, I'm going to do it my way. Like when you lose, you'd be like, get these bitches off my team. Fucking amazing. It
Bro,
was brilliant.
Snoop Dogg was a downloadable voice for your GPS system.
Yep.
If you want to go to the store or you're going into another town and you want to figure out where
Slide
things
left,
are,
homie.
right? You know what I mean? Snoop
There's a
did that.
dispensary within 50 feet.
Snoop-
Just tells you where all the weed is.
Snoop threw his hat into the broadcasting arena. My dude Snoop is over there broadcasting MMA fights, dog. Basketball games, football games. People just love listening to this dude talk, commentate, and just be himself.
But when he does the nature videos, have you seen those?
No, I haven't.
I wonder if we could play one. I don't know. We'll share it on Instagram. If you guys are following us on Instagram, get us 5 more followers. I'll send the video for you and we'll post it. It's hilarious. Like he just play-by-plays like National Geographic videos of like animals trying to eat each other, and it's pretty fucking hilarious.
Since we started the podcast, I just saw that we are now at 7,500 followers. I guess we're gonna have to give away. We're gonna have to give away a couple of things. So stay tuned. We'll do that for you guys. But wait, there's more with Snoop. I was just watching a video. Dude, my kids are 12, 10, and 7. In what world are they familiar with fucking Snoop Dogg? They love this guy. They don't know that he's a rapper.
He's generational.
They don't know that he was like accused of murder. They don't know about his gangster rap, 187 on him. They don't know about that shit.
America's Most Wanted.
They just know Snoop Dogg, the icon. Snoop Dogg, the persona. Snoop Dogg, the dude that they can choose to play
The
as
video game
Fortnite.
skin.
You know, it's like, to me, that's crazy, dog. So big ups to Snoop Dogg doing his thing.
And he did it all while being a marijuana advocate. Big up Snoop.
Go ahead. Big up on Snoop Dogg. Fuck.
It's crazy.
I didn't see anybody dressed up as Snoop at Halloween, though. That'd be kind of cool. I did see a video on Instagram of Snoop Dogg just rolling into somebody's limo bus. Like he was like, they were like just hanging out in a limo bus and he just pops in real quick and he starts smoking weed, and somebody gives him a Jell-O shot, and he takes a picture, and he hops right out.
Ultimate level
Man
of
of
success.
the people. If Snoop ran for governor of California, motherfucker, he
Oh.
could potentially put a dent on the polls.
First politician I'd vote for.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd vote for Snoop all day.
Yeah?
Let's see what happens.
Snoop over Newsom?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I stay away. Oh, man. I didn't see anybody dressed as Snoop Dogg in Halloween, but I did have a fun Halloween experience with the kids.
Yeah, tell us about your Halloween.
Where do you go trick-or-treating?
So the last couple times we've gone to where Fernanda's cousin lives out in Eastlake, but I feel like we fucked up because we went out there. It was kind of this year. Came back to the west side of Chula, and it was bananas.
Yeah.
Insane.
So my
We started
parents
at
live there.
Funk, so that's always the first stop.
My parents live on the west side of Chula. They live right there on the Christmas Circle. Christmas Circle is a pretty popular destination spot for Halloween now.
They celebrate other holidays.
Yeah, they do Halloween now. So it should just be called Festive Circle.
Holiday circle.
Yeah, Holiday Circle. Packed. Extremely packed, dude. Like sidewalks completely full, streets full, other sidewalk full, and they're just going around the circle and the surrounding streets in the neighborhood. Big ups to Paulina. Paulina lives on the block. You know, she was out there handing out candies and doing her thing, being spooky gremlin. I forget the name of the woman gremlin in Gremlins 2, but she was that for Halloween.
Yes.
That was nice. Bananas. And there's people on this block, on the street, in the surrounding streets that they go all out, dude. Somebody replicated the Disneyland Haunted Mansion. It was amazing, dude. It was amazing. All three of my kids had a blast. My three kids are on a whole different level of their own. Hit me with the Instagrams, BJ. My kids dressed up as monsters for Halloween. They're all the top tier monsters. And my little guy, Sonny, you can't really see. He didn't wear his mask. Freddy Krueger, Jason, and Michael Myers. Jesus Christ, bro. But
Terrifying.
They are very scared of their own shadow. You know, except for one guy. Hit me with the next slide after that, dude.
All right.
Yeah, so my littlest kid is a little bit of a demon. That guy scares me. He embodies everything that is horror. He's the one egging me on to watch Terrifier. He's like, Daddy, did you watch Terrifier yet? I was like, no, you better watch it. You better watch it.
Yeah, let's watch the firecracker video.
This dude is scared of everything. He's afraid of his own shadow, but he's really antagonizing and pushing me to watch. Don't believe me that this guy is a weenie and a hardcore? BJ, hit the next slide, dog. Turn the volume up for this one, because my guy, his first game in T-ball, his first game is in Little League. I think he was like 4 or 5, and the coach asked him, DB Styles was his coach, asked him, what song do you want your walk-up song to be?
Number 8, Oliver Ollie G. Garcia.
My dude has kept it gangster since day one, bro.
It's a character trait.
Hey, he has been a thug, a horror thug. Fuck them both. I've been saying. He's been a gangster thug since day one.
Yeah.
He's not faking the funk.
It's hard for kids to show or hide their true colors.
Dude,
Yeah.
he ain't hiding shit.
Nah.
He is a little horror monster.
He'll be a fun one to watch movies with later.
Eventually. He
Still
can't
too
hang.
young.
He
Way
can't
too
hang,
young.
dude.
He could do like
cannot
Nightmare
hang.
Before Christmas now.
Dude,
That's probably about it.
Oh, yeah. That's it. What is? I showed them something.
Frank and Weenie. That's a good one.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space,
I
too.
thought would be good for them to watch. Oh no,
That could be pretty terrifying.
It took one fucking clown turning somebody into a fucking cotton candy, and that was a wrap.
Yep.
That was it.
Yep.
So I was like, all right, we're not ready for that.
What was the first? Oh, you said your first scary movie was The Exorcist?
Oh yeah, I came out swinging. I was like 6 or 7 years old, and my parents were just casually watching Exorcist on VHS or beta in their bedroom. Left the room. I put it back in, and I just started watching it. Fucking freaked me out. Freaked me out. I think I'm haunted, bro. We've talked about this before.
I think you're haunted.
I think I'm haunted.
I think you're
I'm
a
followed.
antenna.
I think I'm followed by things, you know? And I think they're good. I get in some sticky situations and I've been able to like skate free.
Yeah.
Ugh. My kids can't watch that shit. My kids
think-
cannot watch that shit.
First scary movie I can remember watching by myself that like freaked me out was the original Dawn of the Dead. Or no, Night of the Living Dead.
Okay.
So an old black and white.
Oh,
the
black and
first-
white. Oh,
first
okay.
zombie movie. Super old, like 50s or 60s.
Uh-huh.
And I remember my mom and dad went out, and it was the first time they left me home alone by myself overnight. And it was just me and my black lab, Chloe, and she was a puppy at the time. And we were just fucking chowing down on popcorn watching this movie. And the farther it went, like, it's not a very scary movie, but like being by yourself for the first time and watching this. And the idea is these people are stuck in a house, swarmed by zombies. That kind of freaked me out a little bit.
'Tis what it
Was not
is,
The
bro.
Exorcist though. You started hard.
Yeah, I went hard, and then, but that's not even my scariest movie because I'm more of
You're
a
a mental scare
Yeah,
guy,
I'm a
yeah.
mental, like, thought-provoking scare guy. So it sounds cheesy, but Blair Witch Project, simply because you don't see what the fuck they're looking at. You don't see what's out there. It's just something left up to your own imagination. And yeah, that scared the shit out of me. Paranormal Activities are fun movies. I enjoy them. They're scary, but they don't do it for me like Blair Witch Project did. That
Paranormal Activity was
scary.
pretty scary. The first one that came out, and when you find out that it was like filmed in San Diego, you're like,
Yeah.
it's still out there,
Bro, I saw that shit in Hillcrest. I saw that shit at the Hillcrest theaters. It was like one of the first, because it was only like limited release, and they released it there. We were there for opening night. It was me and a couple of my cousins. It was scary. Because at that point, there was no internet. And if there was, it was very minimal. It was very minimal. The scope of what you could do on the internet was very limited. And we thought that shit was real. For a while, they were marketing it as like, oh yeah, we found these videotapes.
Yeah, found tapes.
Yeah, found tapes, and this is what are on them, and we're gonna show you guys. And I was like, oh shit. I was hook, line, and sinker. I was all in, dog. I watched that movie in the theater. I fucking was scared.
Yeah, the found tape like craze was a big thing like in the early 2000s. Like every movie was like, this was real.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
and
man.
when they first started coming out, you started believing. You're like, oh shit. But then like every movie's like, this was real. You're like, before it wears off.
Recommendations time, brother.
Ooh, okay, yeah, this is a good time because we are talking about the spooky movies. So how about Barry's spooky movie of the week?
Are you just gonna do this every week now? Fuck it. Why not?
Well, no, I'm running out of spooky movies.
No, full. Like I have
like-
I have the fucking subscription to Shudder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so if I'll give you the password so you can just go on there and dude, there is so.
If you want me to keep talking about spooky movies,
Yeah.
I could talk about spooky movies all the
think you
fucking time.
should.
I thought this was a fun Halloween segment.
I think your recommendation, your weekly recommendation, just be a new fucking movie that you watched.
Yeah,
you know, and then
for
maybe in Barry's spooky corner in the fucking what is it called, the newsletter, the weekly newsletter. You just kind of go over a quick synopsis, a quick summary.
Boozing with Barry.
Yeah, like what did you watch this week? Well, check in on our
I can definitely do some movie
weekly
reviews.
newsletter, and you'll see exactly what's going on.
I think I'll keep the spooky movies to the spooky season, but I'll definitely do a movie recommendation, and there will be spooky movies.
Get it,
throughout.
bro.
But this time, we're wrapping up the list. We didn't get to do it last time, but I've got the full list ready for you guys, leading up to number
Bang.
one. We started with Trick or Treat, one of my favorites, Barbarian.
Saw it.
The one I thought you were gonna love, but it
Whack.
didn't hit it like that. Dawn of the Dead, that's a classic. That's easy. Just fucking, you can't miss with that movie. REC, Quarantine. That
Never
was one of
saw
those-
REC. Definitely saw Quarantine.
So yeah, REC is the same thing, but
Same thing?
the original Spanish version from Spain.
Better.
It's shot for shot. It's the Quarantine did a great job redoing it. Yeah. But yeah, it was one of those found video movies that gets you. Evil Dead Rise, that movie will creep me out every time I watch it. Terrifier, the original one,
Terrifier.
started that's not the one that started it all, but it's the one that
Watching
their
it
first
today.
major success.
Watching
you
it
should
today.
Definitely watch that one.
Definitely
and leading
watching it
in
today.
to number one,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen.
I'm
We don't
excited.
have a
Child's Play 2?
Child's Play 2.
What a letdown.
So not at all.
No.
Child's Play 2. Oh,
How dare you, sir.
Usually sequels are not as good as the original. The original
Godfather
one,
2.
The original one is great.
Godfather 2.
Yeah. That's another example of the sequel being better than the original.
Okay.
This one I feel like is the same thing because they really honed in like
Ear a hone.
yeah, who Chucky is, like what his powers as a supernatural being are. The story itself is better because it follows the same kid from the first movie, but like now Chucky's just got it out for him.
Could I watch Child's Play 2 without watching Child's Play 1?
Yes.
I can.
Yes.
I can just pick up and watch that.
Absolutely.
Is it available for children?
I would not watch this with children.
No?
Because this is about a toy coming to life. And if you have a toy in your room after that movie, after seeing Toy Story, I thought all my toys were going to come to life. And then when this movie came out, I was born. This is my birth year movie. So 1990. It's a classic. The effects still hold up.
1990.
There's no CGI back then. So it's all practical effects. It looks great. It holds up. And like I said, yeah, you don't have to watch the first one because it kind of recaps the first one in the first 15 minutes. And then it just opens the door to a whole bunch more shit.
Hell yeah.
And then I feel like after that one, they all start getting a little more silly. It was the last kind of serious Child's Play. Everything else kind of got wacky and goofy. But yeah, Child's Play 2 will always be one of my favorite. And I think for a spooky movie season, it's a perfect wrap up. If you haven't watched it, definitely should.
I'm sure I have. I'll have to check it out again.
I got all the DVDs and Blu-rays if you want to borrow any of them.
I sat the boys down and made them watch Mysterious Stranger, the Mark Twain clay animation little snippet. It's like 10 minutes and
Super trippy.
super trippy.
Yeah.
It's freaky.
It's
Like
like the guy with like the mask and the mirror face. And like,
Satan.
Yeah.
It's Satan, and he's just shape shifting and turning into whatever the fuck he wants. And the kids were engaged. I said, "You guys want to watch something weird?" They're like, "Okay."
Is this right after making them watch the firework video?
Yeah, it's like, it's not, I told them it's not scary, it's just weird. And then Crystal was like, "Oh, what are you gonna show them?" And I said, "This, check it out. I don't know if you've watched it, but watch it." And she was like, "Okay." And it's just like 3 dudes, 3 kids in a different alternative world, and Satan is there showing them everything. You know, what do you want? I can give you whatever you want to eat. What's your favorite food? Unfurls like a whole cornucopia of fruits. Like, these kids ask for fruits. Motherfucker, I'm asking for chile rellenos or lasagna, something, homie. This is the motherfucker said, an orange, an apple. And I was like,
simple desires.
Yeah. So then he gets into, do you want to see humans? You want to see how I create life? And he's like creating little clay. You create life. You create it. You create it. And they're all like making little figurines out of clay. One makes a dog. One makes a cow. And then Satan gives it life, dog, and zaps it with some soul, a little soul, bro. And I ain't talking about James Brown. I'm talking about that soul. I'm talking about that electricity that's in you. And they zaps them, and the little clays start moving. Boom, boom, boom. Ultimately, there's an altercation over a buffalo, over a cow, maybe. You know, and they start fighting. And he says, "This is where you humans always ruin it." And like the humans start fighting. So he says, "Let's teach him a lesson." And he hits him with an earthquake, hits him with like a hurricane, blah, blah, blah. And they start dying, and the kids are freaking out. Not my kids. The kids in the show, they're like freaking out. Like, what the fuck? This is And they get out of there and like, I don't know, man. I've been super high and watched that.
Yeah.
And it just blew my mind.
Have you ever
bro.
seen, do you ever watch Futurama?
No.
So Futurama, there's an episode. Futurama was created by the guy who made The Simpsons. It was like the thing he did kind of after he stepped away from The Simpsons, I think. Great show, but you don't have to watch the entire. It's not like a series. It's like you could pick up one episode at a time. I highly recommend this episode. One of the characters, Bender, he's the robot.
Okay.
He gets blasted into space, like lost in space, basically. And as he's floating through space, a little civilization starts on his belly. And like, and he's like basically being God.
Bender needs a bath.
He's like out there like helping them like do things and move things and make things happen. But the more he intervenes, the more things get fucked up. And then he realizes there's another group of people on his backside that have like he was just completely ignoring. And they go to war, and it's just heartbreaking. And it's like a 30-minute just fucking. It's the exact thing that you're talking about.
I was going to say, it sounds eerily similar to Mysterious Stranger.
It's very good.
Watch Mysterious Stranger.
I've seen it, and I will definitely watch it again.
That is not my recommendation.
Oh.
My recommendation, I'm fresh off going to theater. Go and watch shows. Shamps recommends. Hey, I ordered.
Do we need a new image?
Dude, so I ordered a pipe. I ordered one of. I was at the Elwood, and I was hanging out with a local legend, Chef Milky, and he was telling me how he recently had purchased a pipe, and he's just hanging out, and he has a pipe,
Like a corn cob pipe?
I think so. I don't know what they're called. Just an old man pipe, like a Sherlock Holmes pipe.
Yeah, okay.
So he sent me the link to order it online. I said, "Bitch, I'm ordering it." So I ordered. It was like $9. And then I said, "Bitch, I'm also going to need like a fucking smoking suit or smoking jacket." BJ, I just feel like this is going to turn into a new segment for the Emo Brown thing where we're doing our reviews and either book reviews, movie reviews, or whatever reviews we're doing. But this recommendation, once you get your pipe and your smoking jacket, go to more shows. Support these thespians.
Live events.
Support these entertainers, whether they're comedians, whether it's an art show, whether it's a musician, whether it's a performance. Just go out there. It feels cool to watch shit live, bro, because things don't always go according to plan. You get to watch the intricacies of what these guys work on the regular, and what they excel at, what their passion is. And it's when that white dude, Kevin, from the Culture Clash clique, was on there giving his 10-minute monologue on his experience from beginning to present day with Culture Clash. That was awesome. It was awesome to hear him talk about how he was a fan and how he was on stage and he was also working at the theater company that those guys were working at, and how his goal and dream and aspiration was to be a part of Culture Clash and what they did. And eventually he did. Eventually, he even made it on to the variety show on Fox, you know? He was dressed up as Elvis, and he was singing on there with them. Like, I think that's cool. And he went on there, and it was... I would have gone simply to watch that dude perform and tell his story. You know, like, I don't know what that's called. Spoken word, monologue,
Spoken
shit,
word,
whatever.
yep.
I thought that was cool. Dallas McLaughlin. Dallas Mick, dog. Our homie, he does that shit. I just saw recently that he's getting into stand-up comedy again. So
Yeah, we got to go watch him. Me and Fernando watch with
that
Cesar
could be
Torres.
cool. That could be cool. Go out and support these guys.
Absolutely.
It's awesome to see the magic that comes out when they're passionate about it.
We are spoiled as San Diegans, too.
Go
I'll let
ahead.
you in this little
Go
tidbit
ahead.
of information. With the theatrical world and just performing arts in general, we have a lot of it here. And there's a lot of like dry areas across the United States where you're not going to get a lot of this stuff. But like we have so many major theaters here. We have the Old Globe. We have the La Jolla Playhouse. We have the Balboa Theater. We used to have the San Diego Rep, RIP. But we also have like all sorts of crazy live music. We have symphonies. We have orchestras. We have all sorts of different things that you could like go and do without having to go very far. So I say I agree with you. I recommend that too.
There it is, Barry.
But I also have a recommendation for you, since
Uh-oh.
you're a pipe man now.
Uh-oh, what do you got?
Have you ever seen Inglorious Bastards?
Bits and pieces.
You need a pipe like this guy.
A ver, ¿cuál es el pinche pipazo? Oh, wow.
He's like, do you mind if I pull out my pipe?
Oh, shit, I'm in. I don't have a bowl quite big to fill that thing, dude.
There's an art to packing them too. I went down a whole rabbit hole one time about like fancy pipes, and I guess there's like a whole art form because if you pack it too tight, it's not gonna hit. If you pack it too loose, it's just gonna suck through.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's like a method and
Let me start with
there's
a
a
smaller.
whole thing
I'm going
you
to
can
start
do.
with a smaller one.
I got a pipe you can use.
The one, no, I don't want that one. I want a very refined, very cultural.
Yeah, you definitely know Sherlock Holmes.
Yes.
The corncob pipe is kind of like the hillbilly pipe. You don't
Okay.
want that. That's what they put in like a snowman's mouth. You don't need that.
Oh, okay. Those are kind of cool. Yeah, that'd be
Like a Tom.
I'd rock that.
It was a Huckleberry Finn
Huckleberry,
pipe.
Huck Finn. Oh, so it's racist.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I don't want that
Very,
one.
very
I
racist.
don't want that one.
The most racist of the pipes.
I think
Even the Nazi smoking pipe wasn't as racist
maybe
as that.
our year-end episode, whatever the year-end weekly show is, maybe I'll have my pipe and I'll have my smoking jacket and I'll have my hair up in a bun.
Got a bun. Are you going to be long enough to bun soon, you
Dude,
think?
my hair is long. Yeah, it is.
Hair check.
Chiclet makes fun of my hair because it doesn't look long, but it's because, dude,
I look like the singer from the Goo Goo Dolls, dude.
it's on.
And
It's on,
I'd
bro.
give up forever.
You look like Kurt Cobain.
Kirkland Cobain.
Yeah, Kirkland Cobain. Thank you very much. You look like
Valued Kurt Cobain.
okay, go back and to yourself and take your hat off and just kind of like put it over your ears like you were doing it right now. Like that. You look like what is it? The Oompa Loompa Hugh Grant in the second Willy
Ew.
Wonka. Yeah, that's you, brother.
Can't wait to cut this hair.
I'm just saying that's who you are.
That was the worst Oompa Loompa ever.
That was well.
No, wait, no,
it
the
wasn't.
worst one was the other
Johnny
one.
Depp. Johnny Depp's rendition of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was horrible. Never again.
That Oompa Loompa.
That's
was
a number.
the
That's a
worst.
sequel that just fucking shat on itself. It just imploded and it was horrible. BJ, we did it.
We did it.
We did it. Man, two people, one episode, the weekly, ladies and gentlemen. Push the button.
Is there anything else we got to? I feel like we're missing a promotion here somewhere.
Really? I
what?
promoted the crispy cuts.
Yeah, we did.
Things
All right.
are good.
Maybe that's it. Good
Push
job.
the button.
Good
See
job,
you
us.
next week. Peace.
Oh, hold on a second. I got. Come see me on Sunday. I'm playing at the Tipsy Crow. That's the last thing I got to say.